Are you guys watchers of Gasworks? Gasworks is a show presented by Poet's Corner.
I watch it.
And Alhan, the privately educated kid
The
with the long hair that looks like Ron Jeremy.
Don't you like him?
At times. At times. I find them entertaining at times. They had Donny AC. So this AC guy has been known to troll on the timeline, talk about rappers' dead relatives, call people out. Just overall just being a troll and a bit of a nuisance on the internet. They decided to get him on their show. Some shit's going to happen. Because there's no way in hell this guy's going to go in there and something not happen. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't want to hear no complaints.
Complaints in regards to what?
In regards to him being on the show.
Okay.
Or from the people that are in the show, if they're upset about his nature, how he conducts himself.
I know who I had an issue with watching it.
Who did you have an issue watching it?
Poet.
Thank you.
Because he sat down.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know the kind of character not Poet, AC. You know the kind of character. You know he's mad off the rails. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You've brought him on your show because of that character.
You want his clickbait.
So you know he's rare tear.
He's gonna give you the moment.
He sat down calmly. He wasn't riled up yet. He wasn't plugged in. He sat down and he's like, yo, well on you, man. Yeah, thanks for having me. He's like, oh, we have mutual friends. I called my boy. And my boy said, yeah, go on the show. Whatever he's called, his friend. He's like, yeah, go on the show because I know Poet. So he's thinking, cool, Poet, you're a cool brother. Whatever. Straight away, Poet's on. I think you're an idiot because you move like this. I want to know why you're angry. That's not how you chat to someone who comes on the show. No one could come on my radio show and the first thing I say to them is, I think you're an idiot. What's good?
No, but you can do. But what I don't...
I wouldn't, because that's going to prod him.
But that's fine. As long as you can live with that as well. I think what he did was, and what he fell for, a lot of people fall for, is they give the internet what they feel the internet wants. Isn't it? So I've got...
AC or Poet?
Poet. I've got to feel like I've service the needs of like my audience. It's like me coming on here and being a caricature and like trying to say the most outlandish flagrant stuff, trying to just, let's say we had an artist in the room and I'm trying to poke and prod them. That's fine, but then don't act surprised when they act a certain way.
And I think trying to be the bigger person, like, okay, I'll leave, but you started it because when he was talking to Alhan, he wasn't moving mad with him. He was within the remit of his character.
And also, even if he's moving mad, Donny has shown you consistently how he behaves.
Consistently what he's
so
on.
He shouldn't be surprised. So if you called him an idiot, and also, him reacting how he reacted is fine because you called him an idiot. You got what you wanted because essentially part of the reason why we're talking about this now is because they got the viral moment, which was they had that little back and forth. Poet walks off,
and then Poet looks like the bigger person.
Alhan conducts the interview later.
Yeah, which is a calm interview,
and it actually was a good back and forth. And even within Alhan's discussion, Alhan said worse stuff to AC. He said, "You're going to die soon."
Yeah, he did, but he didn't.
But it's how he worded it.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't. He said to him, "If you keep continuing prodding these people, you know what, on job, I do not feel like, do you know what I mean? Every move you make is bring you closer to the risk of a madness happening to you.
Of course.
I don't feel like Poet treats anyone else or has treated anyone else the way that 5 minutes of interaction that he had, he was rude. I don't feel like he's that rude to people when they come on the show. Usually he might I think he might be cheeky with it, but he was chatting to AC like AC was a child that he was telling off. I don't think he has the same energy across the board. He might be rude in his
I like what you said there about the same energy, which is now what's happened is I'm going to want you to be that way with all the people that have similar traits. So when Spack Nation were on there, he did what the timeline would want, which is hold them accountable in regards to this money and God and are you leading kids astray? And he asked the questions or like grilled them how we would want to. So he served the needs of the online audience, innit?
Yeah.
You serve the needs of the online audience to a certain degree with AC, but your role is to be more in control than that individual. Now, I don't like to use example, but let's use like an example of like a Charlemagne when Birdman come in. And all he said to him was, okay, when you turn up on me, why are you coming at the radio guy? Yeah. Did you act this way with Birdman and Rick Ross?
When who said that? When
Birdman come in and he's like, put some respect on my name, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And he was going at them. Charlemagne was like, why are you moving like this with me, the radio guy? Okay. Did you talk to Trick Daddy like this? Did you talk to Rick Ross like this? Though they have given you that energy, I am not. Come at me in that manner. I would like a bit more control. Now, some people will disagree with my POV and be like, same. Poet's good for walking off, but at the end of the day, you're the interviewer. I want to see more control from you, innit? And if you can't control yourself, don't have Donny on there now.
Fully. And you know what? I thought like credit to Alhan because he's the one that actually
moves mad.
Yeah. So he was the one like at the end of the day, we want to gain something from this interview.
No, we don't.
Other than
no, we don't.
No, but
that's
people what would you rather the interview getting cut like after Poet walks off or are we gonna gain more in it? So credit to Alhan for continuing the like serving the purpose of the interview.
I hear, but I don't feel maybe you're using gain in a way that maybe I'm not understanding.
Maybe
there's nothing to gain from having AC on there. He has no discernible talent. He has nothing like uplifting. He's not an artist. He's not a comedian. He's not a fellow presenter. He's not a true internet personality. He is literally not on the same level, but like the way Tekashi would troll, he's on that level where he's saying outlandish stuff and calling people out. And all we're doing essentially is having him on here for the circus.
And I hear you.
You're surprised when he reacts a certain way. And I'm of the school of thought that Donny isn't stable mentally.
No, he's not.
So I have him on there anyway.
He even alluded to the fact that man's schizo.
Yeah.
But I'm with you in what you're saying. But my preference would be
that's some of it though.
but my preference would be like, don't have him at all.
Yeah.
But since you're here, we might as well just.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rather than just like, all right, cool, yeah, we're gonna have this disagreement, and I'm gonna walk off as the interviewer. At least our hand was there to continue and get more out of him whilst he's there.
I personally don't particularly.
The video's on 508k.
Okay, yeah, well, of course. They knew it was
probably one of their most viewed videos. Let me have a look. Yeah,
even on like Halfcast, I prefer to listen to Chucky over listening to Poet. I think Poet works better on Gasworks than he does on Halfcast. Because I think on Halfcast, Chucky's trying to have sensible conversations.
Yeah.
I mean, he's talking with his brain. On Gasworks, it's a bit, do you know what I mean? They could go back at his banter.
Yeah.
So I think he does work better on Gasworks. But in this situation, nah, I wasn't really with it.
See me, I know I've got an abrasive nature, innit?
Yeah.
I know I'm due to have one of those kind of things soon.
Yeah.
And I've got to be prepared for it and I have to deal with it. So if I say something, I shouldn't be mad at the response.
Never.
You know, online, a lot of people like, you can't control somebody to react. So if I slap you and you take out a gun and shoot me in the face, I should have left you alone. If we start a conversation from the gate and call you an idiot, now, my approach, I don't mind him saying it, but I would like you maybe to warm up to a bit more, feel him out a little bit more.
He just sat down.
You know, and if you're going to do it, take the rough with the smooth.
Yeah.
And then don't flog a dead horse because you're trying to keep... It's like, imagine me sat with like an artist and I keep trying to ask the same question in 3 different ways.
Yeah. And
they obviously don't want to answer. Yeah. Now it's my ego not letting me let go of that conversation because I want my answer.
Or maybe you're just not that good of an interviewer. Like I've had artists who are... I think I've even said this before, so difficult to chat to.
Yeah.
But what am I going to do? Stop the interview?
No,
I'm gonna do something. But you can't be walking away from interviews.
Yeah.
That you invite him onto the show. And you call him an idiot.
Yeah. So
and in his mind, that's a sign of weakness. He won that interaction because I said what I said to him.
Because
he knew
that he knew that AC is the angrier person. Whoever gets angry first in an argument, you've lost.
Yeah.
When the other person's moving calm, he moved calm. He said, "I'll leave." He got up and left, and then AC was like, "Are you finished?" It was funny. I mean, but obviously, Poet has looked like he's won interaction, but that should never have happened. I don't think.
It's weird. I was like, I don't like with the internet. I don't like. He won't win them over. Like, there's just some people just
AC or Poet.
No, just in general. Like, they would literally be the school of thought that like Poet was right in that situation. Ace is a nutcase.
I mean, he is. Yeah. I mean, he is.
But you have him on though, so that's why like when they first put the photo on, I was like, oh, you haven't done you, and I'm like, whatever happens with this, just enjoy it because you're getting the clicks out of it.
Yeah, you will.
And we live in this viral generation where they're looking on Instagram lives, so all those kids are gonna be like, and everyone that claims they don't enjoy this stuff, even people that are like of my age group, and I have generally like good solid conversations with, I see them commenting and talking about this a lot because we enjoy the fucker a little bit.
Yeah.
Remember, look,
bro, even people at work.
How dead has Instagram been since Tekashi's not been on Instagram? There was a little period that Donny was entertaining on the gram. Who has the better music catalogue out of the two? Now, cool, and that was the immediate, not to dampen your point, knee-jerk response, innit? And even for me personally, as someone that was probably growing up more of a 50 fan, later I started to enjoy Ross more, and he's been more consistent for me. But then I was like, you know what? Is it as clear as everyone's making out?
I think it's clear.
No.
And I can go deep.
I can go deeper. Let us make a point and go after.
I grew up with 50 in the sense of everyone else, like on maybe a surface level, like Many Men. Do you know what I mean? Probably my deepest 50 song, if I think about it. I know 50
That is a war cry. Does Ross have a
war
cry like Many Men?
Wait.
It's a ballad. It's a hip-hop ballad.
It's not a hip-hop ballad. It's a war cry.
Rick Ross,
it's a ballad.
like Rick
Ross is too much.
Rick Ross. And the issue with Rick... This is what the problem is. Not problem, but this is why I think people always say Ross, because Rick Ross was never in the Jay-Z era. He was never that kind of rapper, but he inserted himself. When he's talking about billionaires, it's Jay-Z and Rick Ross. And I'm thinking, you two are from two different musical errors, but Rick Ross was so on job, musically, in terms of his business, everything. He has placed himself next to Jay-Z. He'll place himself next to Three Kings. Who was on it?
Jay-Z and Dr. Dre.
Do you know why I say Rick Ross is so sick?
Do you know what I
Because
mean?
Rick Ross chats. We can all attest that Rick Ross chat shit.
Yeah, of course.
But he's so good that he has to keep
He's so
listening.
good.
Cool, but hear me out. Is that a flaw? But then is that also a massive? Can that also be a mark against him because it's also a flaw within?
It's not
us as,
musical.
let me finish.
Not musical.
A flaw within us as a consumer where we know or we can admit that we are being lied to, but because Donnie's saying enough of a wavy way, we let it slide.
No.
Because that's not
Donnie's painting a picture, bro.
But the picture is with false ink.
No,
bro. It's not with false ink.
You just admitted on All in Agreement now, because you know me how I get, that Donnie chat shit.
Bro,
Me and David Beckham fuck the same hoes. 20,000 at O2. I know the rule Noriega. Three massive lies.
Oh, no, how do you know that him and Beckham don't fuck the same hoes?
They don't.
How?
David Beckham's black and black men don't cheat.
Wait. The thing is that even if they don't, it's just look at the quality. Just listen to the quality of the music.
I'm in full agreement with you, but I think the boss.
Yes.
Let's talk about. Okay, has anyone here listened to the Power of the Dollar mixtape? Don't lie, be honest.
Yes.
Yeah.
What songs are on there that you like?
Yes.
What
Bruv,
songs?
So
what songs are on
I
Power?
started to listen to like 50. Ghetto Quran, Lie for the Line,
How to Rob.
One of my favourite tunes.
I know that song. I know that song.
Do you know what I'm saying?
50 Cent is the future.
50 Cent, bro. Me. You see me. You see me.
See me.
Big.
See me, see trouble.
Big 50 Cent fan.
I remember listening to G Unit Radio, G-Unit Radio, cuz,
Did you have the trainers?
Like, nah, I didn't have the trainers.
You had the best.
I didn't have the
You had the
best.
best.
I did not have the vest. I was slandering the vest the other day.
No, he was.
We go
The point I was trying to make is
that vest was a vest.
That vest was not a vest. I was invested in G-Unit from early.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like just G-Unit. It was just that time period of the rap crews at the time.
Yeah. It was a crew era, innit?
Yeah, D-Block, Dipset, G-Unit. That was like, for me, those are like the holy... That was like the holy trinity, innit?
Yeah.
Of the groups.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I took him 50 early, like the mixtapes. Like he used to do a lot of covers. So I was like, all right, 50's mean with the hooks. And then
Have you listened to The Good Die Young of Power of the Dollar? Oh, bro,
do you know what I'm saying?
Like, I'll play it now,
But
man.
bro, it's better than Rick Ross's catalogue, though, bro.
But
50's top catalogue against Ross's catalogue. Can you really compare? What if we go and listen to Get Rich or Die Trying now?
So we're talking about impact, yeah.
Wait, no.
Let's not move the goalpost. My tweet was very clear. Music catalogue, and if we then talk about impact, Ross's impact ain't the same as 50's.
Stop. Okay, we're not going to talk about impact. We're going to talk about music catalogue, yeah. And I will say that 50, Get Rich or Die Trying, is one of the coldest projects of all time.
Thank you very much.
100%.
Easily.
100%.
But after that,
Incorrect.
No,
he had Massacre.
Haven't even said it. I said after that. How can after that be
Beg for
incorrect?
Mercy.
Because
you're too excited.
I'm
You have to
jumping
slow
the gun,
down.
and it's
Then
fine.
I'm gonna say it.
I'm jumping the gun.
He bust early, you know.
I said after that. He said incorrect.
I said he bust early.
H is actually surprised, like he didn't give me the rum. You gave me the battery in my back. Yeah.
So
Honestly, after that, project after that, bro, for me personally,
Rick Ross.
I'm not handing it
Come
to
on.
Ricky Ross.
And I wasn't even a big Ross fan from
Rick Ross
the
and French
Ross fan from the
Montana.
start. Do you understand?
Rick Ross and Drake.
I grew into liking Ross because his music catalogue was strong. I was like, bro, this place is dope.
Fam.
Because I was like,
dope from
I
day one.
even you can even go check my tweets to show that I'm not going to deny his music catalogue at all. It was just when I sat down, I was like, are people discounting because of like generations as well? Yeah. Generally, if we're being honest, most people haven't heard 50 Cent in his future. They haven't heard Power of the Dollar. If they have, they've all heard is How to Rob and possibly Ghetto Quran. That's it. They've not heard all that. And then their introduction to 50 is Get Rich or Die Trying and then The Massacre. And I'll be frank, those two albums cool. After that, it's kind of techie. He's got, for me...
I didn't fuck with Massacre like that. I'm not going to lie.
Nah, Massacre was hard.
I didn't fuck with
Massacre was hard. Definitely
Massacre
hard.
was hard.
Massacre was
But
definitely
there
hard.
was a tune on there.
Hey, you're a rapper. Go and listen to Riding Music.
There was a
Go
tune,
listen to Get In My
tune
Car.
on there.
Go listen to Baltimore Love Thing.
Oh my
Go
God.
listen to Out of Control.
Okay.
Go listen to Positions of Power. Go listen to Piggy Bank. And tell me that's a bad album.
Was a banger.
Go
I'm
listen
not
to
saying-
go
I
listen to
said
Gatman and Robin.
That's fine. That's fine.
No.
That's the white influence. If he stayed black, he'd been fine. Blame Eminem. Because I don't like him with Eminem, but what it is because M's gonna sell, M will always get a feature.
No. Do not discount Eminem's contributions because
don't
push me on the Get Rich or Die Trying and patiently waiting. Eminem.
Patiently waiting for.
I didn't produce it as well.
Eminem.
I don't say I can't speak to you.
Hey, do you know what kind of brother I am?
I know.
Many men.
But I'm not gonna.
Many men.
I'm not concerning you in the argument.
But guys,
Wankster.
But guys, we could talk about Triller. We could talk about Deep in a Rap. We could talk about Port of Miami.
We can also talk about Ross has had duds as well, though. He's not had duds.
Teflon Don.
Teflon Don. We can talk about. Not what we can't.
We could talk about Teflon Don.
Don. Let's step into the room.
We could talk about Triller.
Mastermind.
Mastermind.
Oh my wait.
Mastermind.
Rich Forever. That mixtape.
Rich Forever. I downloaded that the other day.
Come on.
It's already too many projects.
Okay, cool.
It's already too many projects.
I'm with you all, yeah. Okay, just because you're on that side of the fence.
Go on.
What would you say are so we so according to H?
Yeah.
No.
I'm only gonna say what you said.
No.
You said Get Rich or Die Trying won the gold
Say
punch ever.
what you think H said. Don't say according to H.
I'm saying what you said. You said
go on.
Get Rich or Die Trying won the coldest projects ever. Did you say that yes or no?
Yeah,
you did. So I'm quoting exactly what you
I
said.
said of all time.
Of all time, that's what I said.
Nah,
so
you just changed it, but cool.
No, I said of all time.
All right,
I'm with you. We're both on the same page, isn't it? I might be writing in cursive, but hey ho. Come on, I can rap too. So we all in agreement. That's 50s classic there, innit?
100.
Of course.
I would say Massacre, but you might disagree. I'm not going to fight you, but I feel like he's got at least 6
I don't think Massacre's bad.
Let me finish. So if I'm not Rose in regards to consistent, he's got way more projects after like Massacre. We got Curtis. He started getting dead. But let me finish.
Go on.
If you look at Rose's best ones, how do they compare to 50's best ones? If I'm going catalogue for catalogue,
no, I'd say none of Russ's projects are better than Get Rich or Die Trying.
Okay,
that's arguable.
Very arguable.
Teflon Don. I hear that, but for me, I'm just gonna say that, bro. I don't think anybody really like. There's not many people that have projects that can really touch Get Rich or Die Trying in kind of any capacity.
I think you need to revisit.
I will, but for now, I haven't done it.
Okay,
so I'm just gonna go with.
I'm just gonna say, have a listen to Teflon Don again all the way through.
And we can't downplay the artistry of Rick Ross. The fact that he's multifaceted, he can collaborate with a plethora of artists that 50 cannot do.
No,
bro.
I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying project for project.
Can 50 produce a masterpiece with John Legend?
Bro,
I can't see it.
No, but
you can't say you can't. You can say you can't see it because he hasn't.
No,
all I'm saying is
yeah, but you can't say
Get Rich or Die Trying. Get Rich or Die Trying, isn't it?
100%.
That's all I'm saying is Get Rich or Die Trying. Get Rich or Die Trying. I'm not going to talk about what man hypothetically could or couldn't do.
But my thing is,
what I'm saying.
And the work that took
difference. But wait, hold on. What I'm saying is the difference is is that Rick Ross has made an incline in his career in terms of projects. We all know that Rick Ross is a project artist. He's not a single artist. It's true though.
Plateau. And 50's incline.
No, 50's made a decline.
And I'm not going to dispute that. But let's also be honest. It is a little bit quiet. Why Donny's having to do something to do with also going back to rehash and do nostalgia to get you back interested. Let me finish.
Over the past 10 years, what have we heard from 50 that's worthwhile?
He's not been rapping though. He's not been rapping on that level.
Yes, he has.
He's not been rapping on that level.
He's done Big Rich Sound.
Listen to what I'm saying to you.
He's
not been rapping on that level. And when I say level, he's not been signed to any big labels and had the house behind him. When 50 Cent comes in the game, and I'll admit as a fan, when you come with Dr. Dre and Eminem, Powerhouse and Interscope Jimmy Iovine, you've got the holy trinity.
But in terms of bars,
Rick Ross didn't have that.
I'm giving you the points here, innit?
Okay.
But then hear me out when I'm talking.
Okay.
There is a reason why. Look at, and we don't like to do numbers to support arguments, but traditionally, Ross has not really sold fantastically well. And when you're at this point in your career where
what were you basing it
Let
off?
me finish. Where you have to go back and rehash. It's like I have to then give you nostalgia. So okay, we're going to do Port Miami 2.
No,
because it holds a lot of weight.
No. I think Rick Ross could have released a new album. He didn't have he's not at a stage where he had to go back and do. He didn't have to do that at all. He could have released a brand new album. I think it's Port Miami in name and name alone. Like he didn't have to.
No.
He didn't
I'm not buying it
have
at all.
to go back.
The Donny can collaborate.
Anybody.
In terms of what he's done. I'm with you on your argument, innit?
Yes,
but I think people making it so clear cut. It's a lot closer than you're making it out. And like the work.
He's not a nostalgic artist. He's not at a point in his career where he has to go back.
The work that got done up until Get Rich or Die Trying, and also the voice change as well plays a massive impact. Listen to Power of the Dollar and hear the real South Side.
Let me ask one question. I just want to ask you one question. Yeah. Would you sell 10 million once, or would you sell 1 million 10 times?
I would do 10 million once in that era.
Why?
Yeah, no.
You're getting a lot more money.
No, but do you want longevity? Do you want longevity?
Yeah.
We're talking about catalog, or are we talking about money?
Talk to him. He asked the question.
Yeah, but you're saying you're talking about money.
I didn't talk about money. I talk about numbers in regards to selling.
Your opening question was who had the better catalog.
That's what I was saying.
But now you're talking about money.
Do you want to be around for 1 year?
I bought those albums at the time in physical.
No one, I don't think anyone's discounting it. It's
Massacre.
just the fact of the matter.
They're in my yard, cuz.
Listen,
do you know what I'm saying?
Someone from Nigeria stole my Get Rich or Die Trying CD.
Bro, I have the physical. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't know who was in there. I don't want to misquote someone that said they don't feel. Do you not feel that Ross has an album that is on par with Get Rich or Die Trying?
I said I don't feel.
So Vance feels Teflon Don. What do you feel?
Teflon Don.
You feel? Essie, what do you feel?
I say Teflon Don.
Teflon Don,
like
cool.
that.
No. Someone's tweeted out. So Get Rich or Die Trying plus Massacre is greater than anything Ross put out, but it stops there. Ross, let me finish. Ross gave us Port of Miami, Triller, Deeper Than Rap, Teflon Don.
So he's already won by catalog.
Lord forgives, but I don't.
Because it's catalog. It's not project.
Yeah.
He's won by catalog. That was the whole argument in the first place.
Bro,
That's what I'm saying.
Conversation's done.
Fam.
All my argument has been for the 5th time. I believe it's a lot closer. I think what's happened is you said decline, innit? I think the
50
two
Cent has definitely declined.
Let me finish. The two era thing plays a massive part. So 50 come out in a time period where he got signed for $1 million and it was the era of the big label, innit?
That has nothing to do with catalog.
Let me finish though. Let me make my point. So even if I'm wrong, rather than you kill myself, let me hang myself and commit suicide.
I'm going to do that.
That's totally fine.
Oh my god.
Let me make my point, innit?
Oh my goodness.
The everything play a part.
R.I.P.
We've seen it with big artists, innit? When you are that massive, when you're like diamond, platinum, when you're able to travel to countries where people don't speak English properly, but they can recite your lyrics, you are the biggest thing moving in music, not just hip hop, rap, in music. You hit that plateau. It's either you stay there or you come down. Yes or no? Can we? Just say if I'm right or wrong.
No.
All the time,
Can I just say
No.
something? Can
Who
I
in
just say one
history
thing?
with regards to
Can I
rap
just say
can't
one
hit that
thing?
plateau
Can I just say
and
one
stay
thing?
there?
Jay-Z.
Can I just say one thing?
Kanye West.
Leon-
Never had no down period.
Can I just
No,
say one
that's
thing?
not what I
Can I
said.
just say one
You said
thing?
who has done an incline, bro?
No, that's what I said. I said
Can I
you got
say
to that
one
point
thing?
and plateaued and stayed there, and I said I never had a decline. So you're telling me Kanye's never had a down period with regards to music?
Kanye West came up massive and
Fifth
got
album
bigger
in.
and then bigger and then bigger. What
His
are you talking
decline was
about?
5 albums, like in.
Like,
Bro.
come on, let's be
Okay,
serious.
cool, that's fine.
So don't use
But
that as an argument.
my question was
Bro.
at what point? You just answered my question, which was he had a decline. Yes or no? Do you have a decline? Do we not have a waiting period at least with Yeezus? Yes or no?
Don't
wanna
force
say-
trick you. Close that rap.
No.
At some point in your life,
I wanna
you're
say-
gonna get
No,
old.
no, no.
In regards
My point
to
is
like,
making is that
okay,
when
but-
you're the
but-
white hot thing and you get to that top period,
Cool. So you say that didn't we have a weird like moment with Yeezus?
Yeah.
But then
it was still a
was
very
he
big
feeling-
album.
That was still a
would
sick
he-
album
were you feeling
to
like
me.
Pablo.
I was
So what of 50 have you felt like after the massacre?
big rich town.
Do you know what? Yeah.
No, let's move on from this conversation because
Listen,
right,
let me say something. Yeah.
For the 6th or 7th time, all I've said was
Mims made
it's
this
a
is why
lot.
I'm hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chameleon there made Riding Dirty.
You can never compare a
I'm
single
comparing.
artist to someone that's had
I'm comparing.
major label
I'm comparing.
albums.
Roll
Compare
it.
that. That itself is
I'm
more
comparing.
disrespectful than the conversation
No,
happening
I'm
with Ross
comparing,
and
I'm
50.
comparing.
That's disrespectful.
Hear me out.
That's the height of disrespect. Even
What
guys,
was-
you
what-
know that.
yeah,
He's
it
comparing
is,
single
it is,
artists.
it is.
Mims made This Is Why I'm Hot.
You're disrespectful still.
No.
You might as well say Jay Quan and Tipsy. You're taking a piss.
Yeah.
Everybody
Everybody.
in the club again.
Everybody.
Because we're talking about careers,
Of course.
longevity.
Of course.
Yeah. 50 Cent, he's still here, but what on a musical level, he's
not there.
Have I been in disagreement at all?
Since Curtis.
All I've said consistently, if you're listening, do you know it is because, like I said, because of how I am, and I'll try and hold my points. I say maybe the 7th or 8th time. I believe it's a lot closer than people making it, and because of the generational
No,
gap.
because you haven't proved it, bro.
But wait, Foles. Closer in what sense, though?
You haven't
In
proved
regards
it
to music catalog, so
No.
50 has more music that's been established. So we can be in agreement in this room, yeah. You and Essie haven't backed it in regards to the mixtapes, but okay, cool. If we're saying Get Rich or Die Trying, we're saying Massacre. Let me finish.
I was there, my G. I was there.
And all I've said is these two. So already in the room alone, there's
Right,
people that already don't know that period, innit?
Cool.
I know. Who? Me.
I've spoke for the last 15, 20 minutes about the mixtape era. Now you know it.
Bro, Daddy, bro, I know when 50 Cent was going, wow, 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 wow. Do you know about them songs there?
Bro, come and get out of here, bro.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Terminate on site. Bruv,
This is what I'm saying.
the
Wait,
maddest
Vans,
thing is, yeah,
Vans.
I went to
So
50...
TOS on site
cool.
is once it's on album era. So that's not even mixtape era.
Hang on. Have you seen 50 Live?
That whoa is even album era. I'm talking mixtape era.
Fan.
What?
Do you know a song that he done called Fan?
No. What song is that?
That's a mixtape song.
Fat Girl.
This is what I'm trying to tell you,
It's a
bro.
mixtape song. Bro, Maybach Music as a series, yeah?
Impeccable.
Forget everything else.
Impeccable.
That as a series,
Impeccable.
we'll throw away Maybach
Five.
Music 5.
Five
For the
needs to
last
be
one,
scrapped.
yeah, okay.
Five's the worst one.
Because
Five needs to be
there was
scrapped.
no Justice League for that.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
exactly.
Dej Loaf, she did okay.
She tried.
She tried.
The song should get scrapped.
But
I even
you
forgot about that
you
one.
cannot do a Maybach Music without Justice League. This is the kind of artist that he is.
That Ricky's
like,
giving you.
he's given us a series of
Yeah.
quality. He's brought us like Justice League, yeah. These random guys that not many people knew, but they created a sound that we've associated with Ross.
Rick Ross,
And
exactly.
we want
That.
Ross to have a solo album, just solely produced by Justice League.
we argue about which Maybach Music is the best one. Bro.
Exactly.
There's a still argument.
It's a conversation till this day. Do you know
I'm
what
so
I'm saying?
sorry, Foles, but I can't.
He's like
I can't with 50.
the runners.
For the 9th time.
Runners.
It's a
I went to
lot
see Rick Ross.
closer.
I went to
Mafia
see
music.
People think it's a
I went
blowout,
to see
but I
Rick
honestly
Ross.
believe
Oh
because
my God.
the same way
Hang
like
on,
you
hang
lot are like MC Hammer, you come on stage, yeah. Let's not forget the impact. It's like you have your moment, yeah.
No, we're not forgetting.
I'm not forgetting the impact.
No, but you're referencing that as like to also support the argument of like how crazy it was.
But it has to,
Donny
though. It
Donny
has
had
to.
a movement where like I think it's also a shift in music where
Fam.
like New York was different. How we perceive music is different. That crew era when Donny come through. Put it this way, just to maybe support the argument a bit more. Tony Ayo sold like 500,000 from the house. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
And it's not just numbers. I'm talking about like
Thoughts
that
of a
energy,
Predicate
yeah.
Planet.
That
I remember
energy
that
and like,
album.
and
So
what I'm saying is okay,
seductive,
cool.
I was like,
I
alright, cool.
hear you in regards to the argument of like,
seductive.
would you
Banger.
rather spend a
Banger.
million 10
Banger.
times than 10 million? The reason why I say I'd rather sell the 10 million in reference to 50 is because of the time period and from what I know and research, the money that Donny was getting off that and what it's allowed him to do, I would take and like capitalizing off that white hot space, Vitamin Water, the movies, everything he did within that time period, fantastic. Music catalogue, I'm not going to argue with a lot. My only argument is that I believe is a lot closer because I feel because of the perception of 50 now where he is, where he's not as popping as he was musically. Like to a certain degree, you can say
And
the
Foles.
fans retired him because what happened was the music wasn't popping anymore, and he just stopped making music on that level. And what we do mixtapes. He would do some stuff here or there. He would do like the Get Rich or Die Trying thing. Nostalgia, trying to reheat cold food.
And you know
but
what,
then
yeah?
what happens is
I
we forget that era where like because it seemed so long ago. Like even the fashion, it seems so long ago. But all that stuff leading up to like man were in getting stuff in. I was like not blood cousins, but like people from the area were giving man tapes and saying this is the Don, this is gonna be the Donny, and Donny become that Donny.
Yeah, bro.
And like
and
that,
I remember like
those mixtapes, bro.
I
And
remember
think-
him being on Westwood early, talking
I
about.
think
the
when
whole
people
Ja
are
Rule
saying that
situation, I'm like, bro,
Ross is
cool.
blowing him out of the water, I think they're only looking at Get Rich or Die Trying and the
Do you
Massacre.
think? Do you think?
Nah,
do you think?
I'm
do you
thinking
think-
like in terms
Not-
of.
I said
I'm
them,
with
man, not you.
Yeah, so I'm with you.
Yeah.
Up until the point where it turns into the music, because
I feel like Ross has had
the
more moments.
like even like a verse, an iconic 50 verse. Yeah, I can't give you one over the last 10 years. I can give you one.
But if Donny's not
from
been
Ross.
as active as
He's
my
got
man,
so many.
can you really compare them? Because I'm admitting here that we as fans and also the beef, the label
How many
situation.
albums? How many albums?
We essentially we retired a minute, and what
Okay,
just
but
happened
how
is
many
because he's so
projects?
big, he
But
can come back here then.
But he's still releasing music. He's been releasing music
Yeah,
still.
he has been.
Do you know what I'm saying? But,
But
it hasn't
also-
been
also-
of standard. Yeah,
also,
but it hasn't been of standard.
not with the support of the house as well. That does change a lot of things.
But he's had songs with Chris Brown.
And you're
Ross
50
has had
Cent.
songs with
Yeah,
Chris
you're
Brown.
50 Cent.
Vans,
Yeah.
Is that song to Kendrick Lamar?
Those and that song Kendrick Lamar's a decent tune. Yes or no?
Yeah, but
Is it better than?
Have I said that? All I'm saying to you is those things play a part. So if you
But
are,
then it
if
goes
you,
back to the argument of like whose catalog, whose musical output is better.
and my response to that was also Ross at his best. How does it compare to 50 at
It's
his
not
best?
close, bro. I don't think it's close.
Ross's best work. How does it compare to Get Rich or Die Trying and the Massacre?
You're comparing a sprinter to a marathon runner. That's what I feel it is because 50 at a certain point of time he done a madness.
But if your best lap can't beat my 100 meters, then what are we talking about?
But bro, it's like saying you're comparing 50 Cent to Jay-Z. There's no comparison because
There
obviously
isn't.
50 sold more than Jay-Z, but Jay-Z is still relevant now in terms of music, and it's the same with Ross. That's what I'm saying. Ross has lasted
from when you still have people excited, at the thought of you dropping.
I listened to the song today, bro. I was on the way listening. As much as my argument stands, I am very much a Rose fan. Don't let that get misconstrued my argument. But maybe for the 10th or 11th time, my point I'm making is I feel because that generational gap, the initial reaction will be Rose, and yes, for someone like a Vans and yourself and possibly H, that you live that era, you're like myself, you are aware. Bro, but I feel like a lot of people, they're discounting that, so it clouds the judgment where it's like...
But can we count that generational gap if someone like Jay-Z is still thriving?
No, we can though, because people of our generation can still...
Nas is still dropping music people are excited for.
No, a lot of stuff shit, bro.
No, but people are still excited for.
But it's more than 50 though.
People are still excited
and excited
for.
Because of what? Because of what? Nostalgia, because we never got lost tapes. Why? Yes or no? Same way as much as we love
the original lost tapes. We got the first lost tapes.
Same as much as we like you love a Rose and it's fantastic. There is a reason
it's
why.
Not even about love. It's not even about love.
I don't think
it's
the
just,
Rick Ross.
It's
not a nostalgia thing. He could have dropped and.
So why is the album called Port of Miami 2? I need to find, from a marketing point of view, I need to find I need to find another way to re-energize and get new energy. Because even after, okay, cool. What's the last album?
What's the last album?
Okay, cool. And what
Santorini, Greece.
Santorini, Greece. And what else other than that? Genuinely, because we're both music men, innit? We love Santorini, innit? But what was really the standout moment from that? Let's be honest, the issue in regards to Birdman and the song in it. That was the lead up and the selling of the album. If you're really checking it.
Before that, he had a
but that wasn't even a major release. That was on World Star Hip Hop. He dropped that on World Star Hip Hop.
What?
That wasn't the diss to
is a song on the album, yes or no?
It's on the album, but I'm just saying, but he didn't see it as a major release.
But that's not a song, that's a single though. It's not a single though. It's not a single though. You know that's not a single though.
But still.
You know that's not a single though.
Even before that, he had a mixtape, Black Market.
Yeah.
Look how many bangers were on that tape.
Mm-hmm. I'll even give you a throwaway one. Gomo remix, him and O'Malley, banger.
He's got
banger.
too many.
Listen, your argument earlier about Rose on like different beats and stuff. 50 couldn't get on a Gomo and like he's like the old school New York guys. 50's still wearing fucking the Timberlands doing the mad thing.
He's still wearing 3/4 length shorts.
Be honest. If both artists was to do just their greatest hits from when they started to now,
it's tight,
who would last longer?
It's not gonna be tight.
It's tight.
Who would last longer?
It's tight. No. Because Vans, be frank with me. If 50 gave you what you wanted, if 50 gave you what you wanted to show, and genuinely gave you Get Rich or Die Trying, I think the conversation would be a little bit different on that end because
it may,
bro. Because if I put on, if I just put on like a beef DVD,
but
maybe 20 minutes, and then I put on a Wankster right now, bro, telling me that's not hitting, bro. Don't let the club dictate everything, yeah.
It's not even about the club. Do you know what? Yeah, even as a person, the bitterness of 50 just took me away, bruv.
I understand all that.
I was like, yo, like.
But is that bitterness that real life though, Vans?
Some people even tell me like, rah. Some people even say that he ruined New York rap.
How can I ruin something that you didn't want me a part of? You blackballed me. Donnie was blackballed, you know. No, it's not even like he was blackballed.
Okay, but when
and even with the Rose conversation, Rick Ross admits, because I like receipts, and my receipts last longer than 28 days. Rick Ross admitted, that he initiated the beef 50 Cent. 50 had no issue with him.
Yeah, okay.
And he admitted that Angie Martinez for a long time has always been of belief that 50 Cent's the bully. Him and Lloyd Banks always say everybody hears the slap. Yeah. Everybody hears the shot, but they don't see the slap. Rose initiated the beef.
We know
for years,
Mafia
for a long time, and
we
then
saw it.
And then Rose admits on there. Even Angie Martinez admitted, I owe 50 Cent an apology. Ebro in the morning sits on there saying you ruined this. You blackballed me. So now when I get opportunity, imagine you.
Wait.
You've boxed me out for years. When I now get an opportunity, I have to get it out in the West Coast. You're saying you like the real thing, the authentic something. I have to go and do it over there with them, man.
Okay.
And then I come back, and then you want me to help.
Okay.
And then within it, you're doing so like.
Do you know
Piggyback's a classic song. So you everyone else grew up to diss me. I gotta kill everybody. Now I love rapping it. When it was him against D Block, they washed Donnie. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. They washed Donnie.
And then when 50 and Ross beefed, I was like, when they first started to beef, when I first heard Mafia music, and then I heard Ross yell 50 Cent's name, I was like, rah, this is random.
Very random.
And I was like, you might be in trouble after this because at that time, 50 had a reputation.
And he won in the long run.
And I was like, yo, this might be mad. But then Ross just kept bringing out music.
No,
and then I went to see Ross at the Deeper Than Rap show. And just before he performed Mafia Music, he was like, we defeated the biggest monkey in the game. And then he dropped Mafia Music. I was like, yo, this is just epic.
Yeah.
Triple C's.
Because we have to remember, Rick Ross is a student of, like, he's a proper hip-hop head.
No, he is.
He's a proper hip-hop head. So when you look at his catalogue, his albums, his mixtapes,
when I got my first 2 Live Crew cassette,
I was like, yo, I was like, rah, bro. We're forgetting what verses he's done for other people, like
Facts.
John
Sanctified.
Bro, man.
Devil in a new dress,
Vans.
will stand the test of time,
Give me
bro.
some love. Give me
All
some
the
love.
stuff that he's done with Drake. Look at that catalog alone.
We spoke about here about like how like Drake and Ross. That like
Drake and Ross, Jay-Z and
every
Ross.
song they've done is
John
what
Legend and
Rose
Ross.
has done is been able to win that, whether it's battle or war, however you look at it, and still be relevant in the music. Like I said, all my argument is I believe it's a lot closer, and I feel because of 50 position.
Considering what we've just said, it cannot be a lot closer.
It is because
what you're saying,
the moment you spoke about was we defeat the biggest monkey in the game, but then I think it also the shift of how we look at people changed. So we can have Donny come out and it has been proven he's a correctional officer.
Okay.
But you are but hear me out. But then you are still this big drug lord on the raps. Cool, hear me out. And then I can also do what
Can you not be a SEO and a drug lord?
You could be a runner. You could be a runner. You could be put in position to help the drug lord doing things and taking things into the, but not a drug lord, Vans, because we've watched enough of the films, innit?
Okay.
The drug lords were not CEOs, bro.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
but can you still sell drugs?
You can still sell drugs, but the argument here is drug lord, innit? That's what I'm referring to. And then then after that, he's 50's got a diss record. We talk about. I talk about what a psychic told me, and we go scratch away the surface and we find Khalid's mum's house, and we start poking holes at the crew because who gave me the footage for Khalid's mum's house?
Money in it.
Is it not French Montana who's around you and who's your nigger? Is it not French? So it all depends on what a win is. Like if you're at a concert and it says we defeat the biggest monkey in the game, at the end of the day, if my music is rocking in the club, if it's rocking on the stage, if I'm selling out shows and I'm more relevant musically,
if I'm still existing,
it's a win because at the end of the day, it's like when you're the bigger artist and I shoot at you.
Deeper Than Rap was like yo, I'm here.
Yeah,
bruv. I'm here.
That it's album, like I'm gonna be. You know what it is? You're the man. I'm gonna be a problem for you.
Here.
No matter what you do, I'm gonna be here.
Can you imagine like when the first time I heard Maybach Music 2?
Crazy.
That whole album alone, it's like.
But they see like how you have your moments, yeah. I have because I feel so long. Okay, cool. So Get Rich or Die Trying. Cool. It ends up being a bit corny, but when In the Club hit and my man falls from the sky topless, 21 Questions,
banger,
no, Many Men, What Up Gangster,
of course,
Wankster, Like My Style, PIMP. If I can do it, that's a fun album. One album, and then I can go.
Skip Like My Style and PIMP. If I can't, was a fucking. That's a masterpiece.
What's the song with the guns they use the guns as a snare?
Yeah. Cool. And there's a song called They Burn Me, and you got a song like Window Shopper. Then
Make It to Heaven.
Make It to Heaven. Let's go to Massacre. Yeah. There's a song called Ride the Music. I think there's an element, and I think maybe
Ski Mask Way is
Ski Mask Way. I think there's a slight section of hip hop that
even like
we've almost grown out of. You know,
Out of Control remix.
Cruddy rap. So Ride the Music, even the Baltimore Love thing, talking about heroin, like in same way Nas was talking about the gun,
samples,
Position of Power, Piggy Bank. Get in my car.
Piggy Bank was hard. What? I'm supposed to die tonight.
I'm supposed to die tonight. I was gonna get there though. I got my list there still.
Mafia Music, Maybach Music 1.
I'm with you.
Maybach Music 2.
I'm with you.
Maybach Music 3. Maybach Music 4. We're not gonna talk about
5. Go talk about 5. Innit?
Billionaire.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Here I Am's
cool.
It's cool. Aston Martin music.
Aston Martin music.
Facts.
BMF.
MC Hammer. Tears of Joy.
Can we look into the context and talk about how well
I'm not a star.
Okay, wait. Can we use some context wise talk about how well Ross has done positioning himself with people as well though. That does play a part. Context?
Yeah.
Does that also play a part?
Yeah.
In regards to the music catalogue of like how well he's stood next to certain people to enhance that image.
Ross. He gives everyone.
Because you spoke about 50
effect.
about like how he made New York hip hop go down. So he wasn't collaborating. It was all in house.
He was the reason behind Hunger for More in it. Lloyd Banks' first album. That album
was a madness.
Close to my heart.
Bro, come on, man.
To this day.
To this day, we still do the yayo. Come on, bro. Don't act like you're not in the club still flexing, man.
No,
I know it's
100%.
turn up, screw, but come on, bro.
It's not.
Rick
No.
Ross ain't
Ross
turn
ain't turn up.
Rick
Screw,
Ross is not turn
His
up,
best
screw,
music is
at
not
all.
turn up.
Remix.
Screw.
When he wants to get when Ross wants to get in his trap bag, are you crazy?
Yeah, but he's not a turn up.
I don't want it. I don't want Trap Ross anymore.
Nah, come on, man.
Trap Ross is
I want to hear
is
Ross
up there, bro.
on a violin. Like,
Do you know what I'm
do
saying?
I
I want to see Ross at the Royal Albert
Yeah,
Hall
come
when a
on,
touch.
I wanna see
come
No,
on.
Vans, I'll be honest with you.
Harp.
I want to see
Yeah.
orchestra still.
Come on, of course.
But you have your moments. I understand what you're upset with, like the Get Rich Dad Trying. Because listen, if it wasn't for like internet era and cool thing, I would have gone there in a tank top and a do rag. I've been in a box flexing.
Bro, I saw uncles in G-Unit tank tops at the 50 Cent show.
Come on, bro.
Even Slovakians,
This is Slovakians.
Estonians. I saw them in there, bro. Like I'm telling you, like 50 has that. He has that global
And I
appeal.
think what kind of works against him here is when you get that high. So he has a problem at the show where he becomes so mainstream, he thinks that's the audience, and it almost forgets someone like yourself who's there.
I'm like, what is this? Like honestly, do you know what I'm saying? Like I'm the type of person that likes to watch the entire show, but I was ready to walk out mid-show.
Yeah, Vans messaged me said this. He said it's fucking shit.
I remember.
This is outrageous.
I remember.
I'm vexed. And I can't even flex with anyone because I'm on my own.
Man's just drinking his pain away. Bro, listen, I'm with you lot. Like I said, my only stance is I don't believe it's as clear cut as people are making out. For us in the room, some of us, mixtapes, you get it. But I don't
thing
feel...
is-
Black Bar
All right,
Bar
so-
Mitzvah.
I'm not
Bro,
tapes.
Albert Anastasia.
These tapes.
Rich Forever.
These tapes. No. Keys to the Crib.
50 Cent is the
that was
future.
what?
War Angel.
I'm sorry, bro.
I'm sorry
I'm
about
sorry.
that.
Have you
sorry
not
about
listened to
this.
War Angel?
No, but I'm sorry about this, bro. You can't compare.
Bro,
that,
the catalog is different.
Even
I'm
the
sorry.
self-made series that he did with all his artists, bro.
But
Well, none of the self-made is better than Beg for Mercy.
yeah.
True.
And do you know what it is?
Banger.
Exactly.
Banger.
And levels.
That was a
There's
banger.
no levels.
I think
Even-
also
even,
what
Bag of Money with T-Pain. Hard.
no hard. I think also what Ross has benefited from is he was able to have the second run. So we a lot of us we know, but people act like Triple C's never happened. People it's like because we got Wale and we got Rick Ross and then we had like Stally and
No, but
is Rocky Fresh and Rocky
true.
all Gunplay really had was Bible and the Dash and all the other antics around it.
What? Power Circle. His verse on
Gunplay.
Power Circle.
A verse
And on Gunplay on Deeper Than Rap.
Vans,
What?
Vans, you're talking about his verse on that. I'm talking about him alone when it comes stand alone. Like
bust.
exactly,
But
that's what I'm talking about.
He was
But he
his
had
own
cartoons
enemy.
and Serial with Kendrick Lamar as well.
With Kendrick Lamar, I'm talking Bible and the Dash. Like, I'm saying like Gunplay, the personality outside of all the rap is why
but
we know.
Gunplay's-
So he had his
Gunplay's
second
shooter,
chance,
though. He's
which
not really
was Meek Mill and Wale.
And he got it. And I think part of the reason why we have 50 where we have him today is because his guys never did what they were meant to do, and he never got a chance to have a second run. Same way like traditionally Jay-Z's managed to have stay around young energy, your J. Cole, your Kanye West, whatever. Ross has been able to do that and not reinvent himself, but still be on the most popping beats, young producers, be relevant. 50 never had that chance where his guys never did what they did. The only guy he had at a point was The Game, and we discount that. Like The Game was in the studio for a year with Dr. Dre, it didn't work. 50 Cent is a songwriter. He came and gave him his two big songs, and he blows up. But his guys
Amazing
that are around
songs.
him
Amazing
couldn't
songs.
do what they were meant to do.
That Game's first album was.
Come on, bro.
I blame 50
was
for
mad.
Lloyd Banks' second album, Rotten Apple.
Why?
Bruv, it could have been so much more, but I felt like Banks' loyalty stayed with 50, so he had to stay in-house. It was his opportunity to blossom. Rotten Apple was a dud.
But 50's
What's
been
the
on
one that he
record
did
on
after that? He kind of branched out when he done Beamer, Benz and Bentley and all of that stuff.
Hunger for More too.
Right.
the same project where Donnie just
Started out.
Donnie didn't shoot no videos for the project. He just put all the videos out
Man
on YouTube
had
with the
man had
artwork.
Swiss Beats, Kanye,
Oh,
and
mate.
Fabulous on one song, and he didn't know video.
And
And Ryan Leslie.
So can you hear? Can you understand Donnie's frustration, bro? Like it's like, do you not want this or not?
I
To this
hear
day,
that.
Tony Ayo will still find himself on a stage doing hype man 50 Cent.
But that's the reason why 50 Cent is not better than Rick Ross. Rick Ross will let you go and branch out.
He's told Donnie to go and do his
make a
thing. Donnie
madness.
just don't want to because they have enjoyed the hype train of 50 Cent at his highest point in his career. It's like we sit down, see, like
When they were really selling.
I sound like like the old guy saying back in my day, 50 in it, because it's like that was like the era, the upper echelon. I almost don't blame Tony Ayo. Why would I want to go and work when like I saw it at his height? Nothing's gonna beat that.
Yeah, but Ross still done the same thing. Ross gave Meek Mill "I'm a Boss." Ross gave Stylies 10 Jesus pieces.
Yeah.
He's given these guys big records.
But then I don't know if you can put Stylie in that because Donnie didn't do what he's meant to do. Even though I love him.
Stylie.
And what was the mixtape called again? About something about the American Dream. What's the mixtape? It was a really good mixtape.
The Lincoln something.
No, he had a really good mixtape talking about the whole the ideals of the American Dream.
Who's that? Stylie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard like, do you know what? Yeah, I heard a few Stylie stuff. And I was just like, all right, cool.
I liked his first.
You haven't progressed.
Yeah.
After 10 Jesus pieces, I was like, yeah, nah, bun you.
I hear you lot. Is there anything you want to touch on before we go?